What's going on, Washington Football Nation? Once again, it's your guy Rio, and we're back for another episode for my Rambling with Rio channel. Yesterday, I talked about being grateful for the fact that we may finally see Logan Thomas and Curtis Samuel suit up again for the Washington football team ahead of the big monumental matchup coming up Monday versus the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football. Seattle has a great quarterback in Russell Wilson, but we're not here to talk about Seattle's quarterback today. Thanksgiving's coming up in 2 days, so I want to talk about someone I'm grateful for, someone who I may not have appreciated as much over the last few weeks, but you know what? I'm going to give him his flowers. Mr. Taylor Heinicke, the legend of Taylor Heinicke himself, Mr. Bud Light. I'm going to give him his flowers today. Although he is a limited quarterback, arm strength and arm talent-wise, he's not the fastest processor. He's a gamer, man. You can't dislike this guy even if you try. He plays with his whole heart and soul every Sunday for this football team. And even when we were losing or getting waxed, he's balls to the wall until the absolute finish. And I respect that. I also respect the fact that no matter what the score of the game is, he's still trying to push the ball downfield. Even though he lacks the ability to consistently get it outside the boundaries or numbers, he's taking shots. He's a gunslinger at heart. He may not have the most powerful gun in the fight, but he's definitely pulling his out, and he's shooting till he's Denzel in Training Day, till he can't no more. He's taking every bullet you throw at him until his final breath, because he's an absolute baller, and you can't do nothing but respect the plight. This is a guy who last summer and last fall, he was trying to get a coaching job in the league because it didn't work out for him as a player since he entered the league in 2015. So he went back to school to get his degree because you need a degree to get on the coaching staff. So he did that. And then all of a sudden, Dwayne Askins and Alex Smith flamed out in Washington, and his Carolina folk got him in the mix here, and he saw an opportunity. And you can't do nothing but respect a guy who seizes his opportunity. In limited snaps, coming off the streets, he came in and looked better than every quarterback that we fielded last year. This is a guy who was fighting for his NFL life. This is a guy who was under-scouted coming out of high school. He was on the reality show The Ride on MTV as one of the 8 contestants trying to get a full ride scholarship to play college football. And I think he only made it like 2 or 3 episodes of the 8-episode season. This guy, you can't not like him if you wanted to. Yes, the Saints game, the Packers game, the Chiefs game, if he was at least adequate in those games, I think we could have won all 3 of those games. But take the good with the bad, accept the limitations, and just respect what's in front of you. He's sitting at 15 touchdowns, 9 picks through 10 games, just under 2,400 yards. He's on pace for a 4,000-yard season, 25-plus touchdowns, and a pretty good QB rating. He must have heard all of the quarterback and draft chatter that's been going on locally and nationwide, because, look, I don't know if he's going to be the long-term solution here. Data would probably tell us otherwise, but I'm going to appreciate the ride of Taylor Heinicke until the tires pop, because this dude, he galvanizes the locker room. He plays with so much moxie. He's so fun to watch. That 4th down play he made on Sunday versus Carolina, That was the stuff of legends. That was the stuff of the Mahomes and Allens of the world. He faded to his left. There was nothing there. It looked like a disastrous fourth down play. And he managed to fit it in there to his tight end, John Bates, who had the foresight to come back to the football and convert. That was the play of the game. It saved the game. I like to come on here and tell you about his noodle arm and the lack of elite arm talent on a weekly basis. On Sunday, I don't know, man. Taylor was letting that thing, he was putting some zip on it, man. The touchdown he threw to Cam Sims on the goal line in between a corner, a safety, and I believe a backer as well. He put some zip on that thing, man. Even on the one he missed Terry, he overshot him by just a little bit. He has some juice on it. The deep ball he threw to Terry was beautiful. He dropped it right on the bucket. Terry McLaurin misjudged his jump, and he jumped a little bit early, and he ended up dropping it. But Taylor has put together 2 back-to-back very good games. In our 4 wins this year, he has been really good to phenomenal. And it is leaps and bounds better than the production we got from Alex Smith, Dwayne Haskins, and Kyle Allen, the whole ensemble of jag-ass quarterbacks that we put on the field last year. And for that, I want to say I'm grateful for Taylor Heinicke, and some of the critique that I offer about the quarterback, it's probably a little unfair. What I'm not going to do, I'm not going to evaluate a soon-to-be 29-year-old quarterback like he's a rookie, but for the amount of experience he's had, we shouldn't be upset with his shortcomings this year. We can't expect him to operate like an upper echelon quarterback. We need to appreciate him for the skill set, the personality, and the locker room leader that he is, and ride with our guy. I will always support no matter who this team throws out at quarterback. I will always support them. They always have my support. I'm a diehard of this franchise. But I'm going to always hold them accountable as well. But I'm going to be more mindful with my critique of Taylor, because you can't do nothing but respect the story. Respect the plight, and respect the fact that he might be the second best quarterback in the division. Him and Hurts is a better runner. Taylor's a great runner. I think when he tried to play safe for a few weeks and take more of this game manager mentality that Ron was trying to push, which was bullshit, by the way, because that's not who Taylor is as a cornerback, he struggled. But let his hair down. Let him go. Get the running game established like Roger and all my subscribers keep telling me Scott needs to do. Don't make him throw 40, 45 times a game. But if you are saying that you don't see incremental growth from number 4, you're lying to yourself and you're holding an agenda, and that's something I never want to do. I'm going to give respect and give flowers when they're due. And for that, I'm going to send a salute to Taylor Heinicke. Keep the ship rolling, and let's go get this win on Monday. It's Monday Night Football, Taylor. You want to put the league on notice? You want to show folks that you're here possibly to stay? Go do it versus Russell Wilson on Monday Night Football. A platform where Washington has been absolutely abysmal for the last 20 years. Go change the narrative. Change the narrative, Taylor. You want to get in those Kurt Warner, Tony Romo, Brett Favre comparisons. You want to give them some reverence. Go do it on a big stage versus a big name quarterback. Even though quarterback wins and quarterback matchups, they can be very overblown in this league. Go do it. Show us what you got on the national stage, and put us in the mix for a playoff spot, because we may be having a different conversation when draft time comes around. It may not be the long-term answer here, but I think he's definitely opening the door for that conversation, and he's shown us that there is something here. There's definitely something here, and he's better than a lot of the quarterbacks we've trotted out at FedEx Field over the years. And for that, I am grateful. And I will see y'all after the holiday Friday for my live stream. We're going to preview our Week 12 matchup. It's me, my guy Pedro Schmidt, and my guy Juan Gotti talking sports, my young boys. We're gonna bring you all the ins and the outs for the matchup we got coming up against Seattle on Monday Night Football. And Sunday, I'll be back at Cowboy Joe Boo's house. My guy Mark Holmes, I'll be back. We'll be calling the Eagles-Giants game and whatever the evening games are that day. More content on the way. And shout out to Washington Football Team on the Daily. Me and my guy Ray from On the Daily, we have a special giveaway we're going to be announcing on all social media platforms starting tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. Give me a follow on all social media platforms at Rio_Robinson91. And if you're not subbed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you can get a notification whenever my content goes live. Enjoy the holiday, get stuffed, and be safe, and keep hailing to the nameless football team. Deuces.